Hi, my name is José Neves. I'm the CEO and founder of Farfetch.com. I started Farfetch because I love fashion and I love traveling. I always love to find these amazing places, these hidden gems, independent boutiques, niche fashion capital. And Farfetch.com lets you do just that. From the comfort of your home or office, you can really shop the best fashion out there from independent boutiques. So today we're really proud to have boutiques scattered all around Europe and North America, ranging from high-end luxury designers to new up-and-coming labels, which we find it's quite an exciting, and our customers are all over the world. We're really excited about the future. So we've seen that our international boutiques from Europe and from the US, they're really very, very relevant to discerning fashion lovers in places like Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, Middle East, Australia, Brazil. And we want to focus and cater for those fashion lovers and those fashion enthusiasts in those markets. There's also loads of interesting fashion designers and new boutiques popping up in these countries, and we would love to eventually make them part of our community in the future as well.
Since I was 10, I've been doing the music on drums, and a lot of this whole creating an idea and what you want to be and what kind of music you will listen to, be in the right circle for that music, I think has been a strong part of how fashion communicates with other societies as well. How inspiration is turning up can be on all kind of times of the day, and luckily creativity is not something you turn on and off. We're living in this society with so much overload of information, and we're completely bombed visually with images every day, so that gets a lot of things through your mind. It would be so easy to have another job which were not depending on feelings or should this be blue or green. It would be much easier with like hey, 2 and 2 is 4. Doing those shows are pretty scary. It could go really wrong, but I think if you have in mind in general that, okay, it goes wrong, there's gonna be mistakes and you kind of half solve. The way the set design for the shop is specially made on the same spirit as some of all the stuff we have here. We play music down there. It's good with a little drumming thing for a special event. You lift up the event if there's a little.
Hi Farfetch, we are here in Dante 5 in Bari. This is the Alessandra, which is the owner. I'm the second owner. We are friends since we was 8-year-olds, and now we share this passion for fashion in this shop.
We're like children posing, playing out games, acting out names, guessing the parts to play.
We decided a long time ago, it was like 18, to open a shop. Her father to say, no, you guys, you're so young, you should wait some time. Then finally, after another 10 years, she decided to open a personal feminine shop like that one, which is Dante 5. I say to her, I'm going to support you, I want to share this idea with you, because that was our dream. And I think when the dream comes true, it means a lot. It's the perfect mix, because she's a mix and match girl. I'm completely one outfit. On the day where she's the best, she can mix everything together, the color, the different target, different brand, label. And me, in my part, because I travel around the world, I know everything before, 6 months before, because I work in a press mostly the time. Then I can give her the advice about the new brand, something really important. Then it will be, then it's perfect match because she's more close to the market, close to the client. I'm more fly high in the sky.
I hear it still. I always will. Best on the bill charade.
Hi, my name is Andrea Molteni and I'm one of the owners of Deshabit. The store was established in 1953, so it's actually almost 60 years old. And it was first started by my grandmother and my grandfather, and it's now managed by the second generation and the third generation. Deshabit is not only a group of stores, it's a big family with our collaborators and our customers. We try to present and buy a big range and wide range of designers. Only very niche and unique designers, local or also around the globe. We actually like to do all the little trade shows in New York, London. We go to Asia. Try to look at very particular products that can be mixed with our most renowned brands. We have many future plans for the business. Of course, we like to maintain our offline business very healthy and very strong. But of course, we're trying to build a brand, not only a local, but international brand. So that's why we're very focusing on the online business. We're part of Farfetch, which we're really proud of. And we're also trying to build a community with our customers, our friends, so that we can build the brand all over the world. The world is changing. It's much easier now to communicate, share ideas, values and personal taste. I think it's a great opportunity for us to spread our concept and our taste and unique view of fashion all around the globe and hopefully let people live a great Deshabit experience.
Je m'appelle Aurélien, je travaille pour ESO qui existe depuis 2005 et Capsule by ESO qui a été créé en 2009. Nous avons voulu créer nos boutiques car nous voulions proposer aux Lyonnais une offre différente. Nous avons d'abord cherché des marques qui n'étaient pas implantées à Lyon et qui naturellement nous plaisaient. Nous ne sélectionnons que des marques et des produits qui nous plaisent ou qu'on aimerait porter. Nous avons mixé des blockbusters comme Givenchy, Vivienne Westwood, Alexander McQueen par exemple, avec des créateurs plus faciles comme Paul & Joe, Melinda Gloss, Moschino ou encore Acne. Nous restons très vigilants à ce qui se passe dans la mode. Nous discutions beaucoup avec nos clients, ce qu'ils aimeraient voir chez nous. Nous essayons aussi de rentrer des nouvelles marques, de faire connaître d'autres créateurs. Nous privilégions énormément la relation avec le client. On veut prendre le temps de le conseiller, nous souhaitons que nos clients passent un moment agréable avec nous pour leurs achats. ESO est installé sur une très jolie place dans un quartier d'affaires avec des banques, des cabinets d'avocats ainsi que la chambre de commerce. Capsule est située dans une petite rue à 100 mètres où l'on va retrouver des bars à la mode. D'où une sélection de marques pour Capsule plus fashion et plus pointue avec des pièces plus fortes. Nous cherchons à nous agrandir pour mieux mettre en valeur notre sélection et renforcer notre offre. Un autre projet nous trotte dans la tête, les femmes de nos clients aiment nos choix et notre œil et nous poussent donc à faire une boutique pour elles.
can see you all staying down the river, feel like a holy creek. I can see you all it's around me, and you stay like that, like a hawk, a tragic lion hole. I can see you all it's around me. I said it's her, you gonna tell. I say hey, I want you girl, and you say like that, say oh, stereo like heaven. I can see you all it's around me. Yeah, you stay like clear, radio speaker, it's around like a bloody free. I can see you all it's around you. Stay like a hey, you gotta tell. I can tell, you gotta tell. I say
My name is Caroline Epstein. I am the creative director of Browns, which is a family business. It was founded by my mother and father, and I now am co-director with my brother.
Run the business with a lot of help from many people.
We were established in 1970, so we're now in our 42nd year. And I think what my mother did was introduce the boutique concept to London. Browns is situated right in the heart of Mayfair, London. We are a cross between Oxford Street, which is a very large shopping street, very busy, and Bond Street, which where all the designer stores are. The concept behind Browns is to have the most beautiful clothes and the most beautiful accessories.
The best of the best from designers around the world. We've always been looking for talent, and that's probably the most important element. Probably the first of the big brands that we introduced was Giorgio Armani. And of course, once you had one big brand, others followed.
Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Donna Karan. We saw John Galliano in his very early days when he just emerged from college. Same with Alexander McQueen, same with Hussein Chalayan. So these are all extraordinary talents, and that we were able to work with from the very beginning. I think supporting young designers has always been part of our philosophy.
Searching for creativity is fundamental to brand.
I would say 80% of our customer base is international. The customers that come into Browns are looking for something special. They are looking for quality in their clothes, and that's what they expect from us.
mode est quelque chose qui bout. C'est quelque chose qui est en pleine effervescence, qui est quelque chose qui ne connaîtra jamais de limite. L'ouverture de la première boutique L'Éclaireur date de décembre 79, donc le premier jour de l'an 1980. Après avoir travaillé pendant plusieurs années dans la mode, pendant 5-6 ans, il y avait une volonté de notre part, de Martine et moi, de commencer une histoire dont on serait un petit peu les acteurs, quoi, les décideurs, les metteurs en scène. Il fallait les bons ambassadeurs, il fallait les bonnes personnes pour porter la bonne parole. Il y avait des artistes qui étaient là, méconnus, totalement méconnus. Eh ben, il fallait juste lever le doigt pour dire « Moi, j'ai envie de parler de vous, moi, je suis très fier de parler de vous, j'apprécie votre travail. » Et c'était ça, le rôle dont on s'était investi. C'était ça, l'éclaireur. C'est celui, justement, qui va essayer d'avancer. Et en plus, les voyages, c'est merveilleux d'aller à la découverte, de voir chercher des produits inconnus. Et c'est ça qui a fait la richesse de cette expérience qui était la nôtre. La sélection de tous les artistes ou tous les stylistes qui est faite chez l'Éclaireur se fait toujours sur les mêmes codes. Il est évident que nous avons un background qui est assez important après toutes ces décennies et qu'il est très facile pour nous de jauger, d'estimer, d'imaginer le travail d'un styliste, même sur ses premières présentations, même sur ses premiers coups de crayon. Il est facile pour nous de voir d'où vient l'inspiration. Est-ce que c'est un travail qui est totalement calqué, inspiré, influencé, ou quelque chose de totalement personnel? Et alors là... Nous avons eu la chance de collaborer avec beaucoup des stylistes que nous représentons. Collaborer de loin ou collaborer de près a toujours eu pour nous une certaine influence, un certain impact. La première collaboration avec Arne Queens a été une exposition dans notre galerie qui était rue Hérold, et ensuite elle a été installée. Nous avons fait cette installation de boutique. Arne Queens est beaucoup plus un artiste qu'un architecte, il n'est pas du tout concerné par l'architecture. Nous avons amené toute notre vision et notre connaissance du monde et la mécanique de la mode dans des espaces. Et Arne Queens a amené tout son talent d'artiste pour justement laisser cette empreinte-là d'une manière définitive. Le prochain projet pour moi le plus cher, c'est de continuer ce travail et cette recherche qu'on fait par rapport à la rue de Sévigné depuis 1 an, où on a allié non plus le design et la mode et les autres artistes, comme on l'a fait il y a 20 ans rue des Rosiers. Ici, nous avons associé volontairement 3 éléments totalement nouveaux et qui sont toujours la mode, qui est notre cœur de métier, mais à côté de ça, les expressions artistiques, comme je le soulignais tout à l'heure, et la haute technologie. Chacun a son propre parfum, chacun a sa propre histoire, chaque lieu doit se différencier. L'Éclaireur, en quelques mots, vive la différence.